Hey y'all, what's up? It's your man, your opinionated tiger, or on YouTube, Rico the Opinionist, and on Twitter, Rico the Opinionist. Y'all please like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and let my folks know that I'm up in here. Also, I'm on Instagram. Too Damn Opinionated. That's my name on Instagram. But I think in another month I'm gonna change it back to Rico the Opinionist. That's my brand, Rico the Opinionist. Thank you, Jamie, for reminding me what my brand is. But Too Damn Opinionated is a cool T-shirt that I created. So in about a month, I think you can only change your name like every 60 days. So I think I'm going to change my Facebook page to Rico the Opinionist, and my Instagram back to Rico the Opinionist, and all that. Yeah, 'cause that's the brand. Yeah, I am an opinionist. I share thoughts, and also I write thoughts, right? And so, but please like, share, and subscribe to this particular live. I'm going to try not to be long-winded, but it's so much to unpack, so much to share with you. So I'm just going to get right to it. I got the chance to attend Grambling State University's Homecoming 2023. The last time I was there was 2019 before COVID hit. I didn't make it 2021 or 22. And of course, I heard some reports from 22, 21, and 22. And then with the things that were happening down there, as far as like the shootings that were happening, things of that nature. So I was prepared for a certain thing, I guess. But before I continue, before I start, I want y'all to please like, share, and subscribe. But I want to do this very quickly. I want to send my condolences out to the family and the friends, all the loved ones of our Grambling State University alumnus, Ryan Harvey. Yeah, passed away recently, and I saw this on Facebook, and our hearts go out, my heart, as well as our hearts as Grambling alumni, go out to his family, his friends, his very close loved ones. Because it's always heartbreaking when you hear about someone who went to high school or college with you. I didn't know Ryan personally, but I did see him a lot on campus. Grambling was a school back in the 90s, hell in the 80s too, probably even now. But before social media, we saw each other a lot. And I saw Ryan quite a bit. Again, I didn't know him personally, but I did know of him. I did know who he was when they put his picture up. I was like, wow. And he was there when I was there. So my condolences and my prayers and my hugs out to his family. If he had children, to his children, his friends, and very close loved ones. Okay. Now let me get to my experience from homecoming. I don't know what preconceived notions I had about going to homecoming this year. I just knew that I was ready to return. And of course, let me say this. I've never cared for wrestling, and the way they like to jack up the prices whenever it's a Grambling homecoming. And then also I take responsibility for not, I guess, reserving a room 6 months to 8 months in advance. So I end up, allowing myself to become victim to their more than quadruple price hikes of the hotel rooms. I don't like that at all, and I wish something can be done about that. But nonetheless, I still, I did budget for it, so it's, for my homecoming weekend, I didn't want to miss out on anything. And with that, I participated in a few alumni events. Well, I missed out on one. That was the town hall meeting on that Friday morning. On that Friday morning, I missed the town hall meeting with the president, and what I understand, there was quite a few fireworks that flew, some issues that were brought out. So shout out to you, Angela Michelle Davis, for repping. Sorry that I missed it. And the reason I missed it, well, I said, I don't really feel like it. And the only reason I felt that way is because Thursday night, I arrived on Thursday. This was the first for me. I had never arrived to homecoming on a Thursday. And I made it up in my mind that I was going to come down and see what the hubbub was all about on Thursdays, right? And so I walked the campus. I got there Thursday afternoon. Ate at some little spot there in Arcadia. Pretty good chicken, or Jimmy's or something. I forgot the name of the chicken joint. But anyway. And walking the campus, I saw some Grambling alum on the campus. But it was quite, silent. I think it was some few folks over there. I think there was some queues across the street in the queue area, and then on the side where, the regular side, for those of you who know how Grambling set up, on the regular sidewalk that's like facing Long Jones Hall, I saw some Gramblingites that said hello. Shout out to Nikita, Chad, shout out to Danny. Those are the folks, people that I saw. And Danny let me know that there was a meetup at the Courtyard Marriott in Ruston on that Thursday night. And from what she shared with me, is something that's been done. Hey, what's up, Tony? Anthony Davis Bubble. My man. Yeah, we all got a chance to hang out and stuff. Glad you came down to homecoming, bro. So, and so I like, okay. At first I was like, I kind of went home. But then Anthony texted me. He said, Rico, man, it's cracking there. So I left my room and I went there, and man, that's where the alumni were, at this hotel in Ruston, because there was nothing on campus for alumni to do Thursday night. And I'm going to get into all that as I continue to talk, right? And so I went there, and I'm glad I did. My man Anthony was there. Everybody was there. And, man, it was cool. Shout out to the person who knew the manager there and allow us to do this, or allow Grambling, or allow them to do it, and which allowed us to come in and have something to do on that Thursday night, I thought was a very awesome fellowship. It was a meet and greet for those who came on Thursday night. There's probably more people who was there on Thursday night, but they didn't know about this. But hopefully next year it'll be even bigger. Hopefully next year it'll be on campus. And of course I took tons of pictures, and I want to say to everybody at that meetup, everybody said hello, who said hello to me and hugged, and we talked and took pictures. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. Riley, what's up, man? And others. So if I call one name, I'm going to have to call them all. And it's too many names to call all the people. See, if I call Charmaine name and little Tracy Tyner, hey, Tracy, what's up? The warmest hug of the night. I have to give it to her. Real sweet. She said, Rico, I told you I was going to see you when you got here. And I didn't get a picture with little Tracy. Man, I'm like, damn, I took all those photos. I didn't even get a picture with her. It's crazy. But it's cool. So that was Thursday night. And so that Friday morning, I missed the town hall meeting. It was at 8:30 because I guess I just had a little too much fun that Thursday night at the meetup at the Courtyard Marriott, right? And it was over like 12, we had to go. But then Friday morning, I missed 8:30, but 11:30, I bought a ticket. It was $25 to go to the I think it was the first annual 10 Distinguished Grambling Alumni Awards. And it was very nice. It was in the black and gold room. It was very nice. The food was excellent. There were two young undergrads who were singing their asses off, a young woman and a young man. I don't know their names, but let me tell you, I think I'd pay money to see those two young people. They were singing their ass off, and I just happened to be sitting at their table. I had no idea I was sitting at the table with a young Whitney Houston and a young Luther. I'm just telling you how well they sang. So anyway, and it was almost like having church in that thing. So it was they did a good job. And shout out to Lamar Shields for being named one of the first distinguished alumni. He received an award. And shout out to Shonda Hurst. She went to Grambling as well. I didn't notice it when I saw her on the program. I didn't know it was her until I saw her go on stage and I heard her voice. I was like, oh crap, I know her too. And I recognized her because of her smile. Shonda Hurst always had a very engaging and infectious smile. That's how I knew her. And she hadn't changed a bit. She seemed to be still really sweet. We took pictures. And also, Coach Bibbs. Coach Bibbs. I got a chance to see Coach Bibbs. Oh, wow. So I was moved by that whole experience. It was really nice. Got to see some of my own professors, Dr. Staten, sociology professors, May Conley. Hey, May Conley came up, said hello, Steph. Just my victimology professor, instructor, Miss Conley, and Dr. Oh man, I can't never forget this lady. I'll remember her name in a minute. I'm just gonna yell her name. But anyway, there's a lot of them there at that. And so, when we left there, like 11:30, 12:30, like 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, I took a picture with Coach Doug. the legendary Doug Williams. I said, yeah, Doug, I was standing up for you, man. On Facebook, he said, where? I said, on Facebook. Because they were trying to hate on you because you were, rightfully so, criticizing that Art Browse Title IX mother lover they were trying to hire on the football team. He said, yeah, man, don't bring him here to try to cleanse his soul at our school right here, looking the other way while the football team raping, attacking women. No, we just had to look. So shout out to Doug Williams, right? And so I did that, but then when I came out, they would know how those of you who are Gramblinites, when you set up that I got to see the stage when they set up the stage, and have the students like dance. It seemed like it's a lot of fun, right? And you thinking, now this is Friday, you think it was something that's really popping, right? It's going on, and it was popping for about 2 hours. Because I know I was walking around with some friends, alumni, just walking around the campus and kind of, and I went into a meeting and met up with the brothers of United African American Men. Shout out to those brothers. And Lamar Shields, we all went and met with the Genesis chapter of United African American Men. Went in there for about an hour. So it came out, I know I heard the music and I saw them setting it up and I heard them doing the thing with the stage right there in the middle of the campus, right across in between the CAF and the Student Union. But then as I was walking up towards the doggone thing, they were wrapping it up. Like, what? This is it? You had this big old stage up and the students danced a little bit and with the DJ and all of that for like a couple of hours? That was shit. And so then after that, it was nothing else on campus. Nothing else. Now, this stopped around 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock in the day. And the campus was over. Nothing. And so we just kind of, like, well, damn. Nothing. So then that nighttime came. I paid to go to the alumni party. And this year, they had it at the Intramural Center, right? And let me tell y'all something, man. Don't y'all ever have a party in that damn Intramural Center. Intramural Center look like no one has been in there since 1994. They had the little plastic on the floor. At first, now here's the weird thing about that party, alumni party they had for us on campus. At first they told us, hey, the alumni party is sold out. It's sold out. And then, now this was being said during the daytime, all day Friday. Then at night later on that evening, they were saying, hey, due to popular demand, we'll open it back up to sell more tickets. I said, okay. And so when I finally got there, it's supposed to start at 9 o'clock. I got there maybe like 10. I got in there, man. There were people in there, but it was more echoes in there than people. I'll say that. It was more space in there than people. It was like, they had the DJ in there, trust me. He wasn't DJ Phil. He wasn't Big Daddy the DJ. He wasn't Steve Nice. Oh, God. But, I guess That's the university. It looks like the university took over, I guess, the alumni thing. It was awful. But I still got to see some nice people in there. Got to meet some really, some people I hadn't seen in a while, and people I got to see for the first time. It was just a mess. Like, wow, this is, I took pictures. Again, it was good for fellowshipping, but it wasn't a party. It didn't feel like a party. It was just, and again, the damn place was practically empty, but there was enough bodies in there to make it seem like there was some people in that little sorry ass party. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go there. Shit, I'm sick of it. And so, I got to see some of my favorite people came. People came in and they came out. They came in and came out. It wasn't like 2017, 18, and 19. It just wasn't. And then, that's over. That's over at 12 o'clock, and that's it. So then I missed the parade. I rarely go to the parade. And then from some videos that I saw, I'm glad I didn't go to the parade. I didn't want to see that little dude from Diamond something. I guess they're a little dance troupe or high school or something. And they always, what's with all these little dudes dancing with the girls and shaking their butts and wiggling harder than the girls? Who thinks that's okay? But I know when I was young, they always had this like a little gay dude in the parade dance with the cheerleaders. It's gone like 5.0 now. These guys, hell, these little dancing dudettes and dancing dolls. These cats, whoa. But anyway, I know it's all inclusive. I got it. So, all right, I didn't go to the parade, and I don't really care about that shit like that. And so that night, they had what's called the breakfast experience. Now, this is my experience. Everyone else probably had a different experience. Let me tell you something. I paid $50 to go to a repast. That's just how fucking dull that was. I paid $50 to go to a repast. That's what it felt like. Dull as shit. And it had a DJ, and there was quite a few people in that cab, but it wasn't the same. The administration, I guess his Grambling Foundation took over this year's alumni festivities. Y'all give it back, because y'all suck. It was terrible. And the food was pretty cool. I got to see, again, I saw some people that was there. We sat down and chatted it up. And I think they were trying to charge us. They were serving alcohol, but I think they were trying to charge us. We paid $50, and y'all gonna try to make us pay for the liquor? Damn. Oh, God. And so then, y'all heard what I just said, right? Then after that was it. At 12 o'clock, they started sweeping everybody off, and hell, the students weren't even hardly allowed to be there. I said, man, now that's the alumni events. That's all the alumni events. We said, Rico, where everybody else go? Well, the mass majority of alumni, they partied off campus. They partied in Ruston. They went to other Friday night instead of going to the alumni. The bulk of the alumni went to, I guess, the cigar place in Ruston. I really wasn't up to it, but from all accounts, it was popping. From all accounts, what people were saying, it was popping. But I'm not a big cigar bar kind of dude. But I know I could have gone out there just for the fellowship alone, right? And so then on Saturday night, while we were at the repast, the breakfast experience, there was a all black party being thrown, I think, at the Ruston Intramural Center. I was like, I left the repast on Saturday night. I think it was over there at 11 or 12. I just went on back to my room in Ruston and laid my ass down, got ready to head on out. Now those are the only alumni events they had on campus. Now the tailgating was good as usual. I understood You know, there was some problems with the tailgating and people trying to get to tailgating. But, hey, Molly, Eric Marshall, what's up, man? Carl Johnson, what's good? Linda Galloway, what's good? You know, that's all the stuff they had on camera. It was horrific. It was terrible. You know, homecoming wasn't very welcoming, in my opinion, to alumni. And I want to I want to appeal to the university. From what I understand, and shout out to Terry Nicole Allen and I think Talisha, those two sisters, those two alumni were the ones who were over I guess for this main purpose was to keep the money in Grambling. And so over those years that I enjoyed myself as an alumni coming home for homecoming, those two ladies and probably others, so I'm sorry if I'm leaving out, who also participated in organizing the alumni events prior to this year. They had it popping, and the administration, y'all really need to let those sisters have our activities back, and they need to be back on campus. Because that damn campus was a effing ghost town. It was fucking ridiculous. I say effing, then I said the word. It was ridiculous. Even on game day. Now, let me go back. Let me explain to y'all who, and those of you who were there those last, 17, 18, 19, or 18, 19, homecoming 17, 18, 19. When alumni came, everybody was on campus. Popping, it was popping. Stuff was gone. The Kappas had a DJ, DJ Jubilee was down there where the Kappas at. Or the Alphas had that DJ. And then on the other side, the Qs brought this big camper, and they had just a full blast damn concert out there on the other side of the campus over there by Dunbar. Campus lit up all night. This is on a Friday night, because I never arrived on a Thursday. So now I can imagine what Thursday was like, because I used to see some of the videos and the pictures. And so, didn't have any of that. And so, that needs to be brought back. Administration, Grambling State University administration, that needs to be brought back. Y'all share this live, please. If you know any Gramblingites, please share this live right now. I'm about to get on their ass. And so, you know, it was, I think, and I, you have to go and say, what is the meaning? What is homecoming for? Who is homecoming for? Homecoming is for the alumni. When I was a student that had homecoming, maybe because it was the 90s, we were just popping then. I'm sorry. The 90s was popping. Black colleges, black campuses was popping. Grambling State University was popping. We had people from all over. You know, the alumni came down, but we still had a blast. I didn't see that in the student body this year. I didn't see it in 2018-19 either, but, you know, I was so busy partying and kicking, I didn't really notice it. But this year, I really noticed it. There's some problems going on there. Then Ramon, what's good? I didn't feel any joy or happiness except for that one time when they had the stage out there, and the students were dancing in front of the stage for that brief 2 hours, and then that was it. And then what they have to do next? And so really, it was really nothing for them to do. And you wonder why people just resort to other stuff. Y'all know you got 18, 19, 20-year-old young adults. You got to have them. Shit, hold on a minute, y'all. I'm all in the mud. So, hold on a minute. Let me get across here. So, you know, how you going to have a homecoming? Hey, Nicole Boyd, what's up? You know, how you going to have a homecoming? You don't have nothing much for the students to do. It was ridiculous. And then another thing, you know, let me go back to the producers of the alumni homecoming. They need to bring those sisters back. They need to let them reproduce our homecoming as alumni. So Terry, Nikki, Nicole, Allen, and Talisha, please, y'all sit down and talk to these folks and make them bring our damn homecoming back. Because the university don't know shit about the alumni, obviously. They saw what we did. They tried to recreate it. And they messed up. Y'all messed up. Y'all ran all the alumni off campus to spend all that money in Ruston. And I didn't like that. That probably one of the reasons I didn't really want to go. Because I said, I can't stand Ruston. I don't want to give my money to Ruston. I want to give my money to Grambling. I want to give it to the city, the town, and the university when I come there. And so, y'all, it's like they purposely ran the alumni off. They didn't give a damn. And so the alumni, and by the way, if you ain't heard, goddamn it, you should have learned by now. The 90s Grambling graduates be popping. I'm sorry. We in that thing. We moving shit around. Cause I ain't gonna even go back and tell y'all about that party that had the AKs through this party at the rec center in Grambling. I ain't thinking gonna be enough room. I mean, all I remember from that is I was taking pictures and I sat on Nikki. What's Nikki the tall? What's her name? That was somebody's lap taking pictures. And there was a woman, the tall sister, beautiful. What's her name? Is her name Nikki? Yeah, I remember taking the picture sitting on her lap. I'm like, my God. And so let's bring that on back up. And it's like, come on. Just the fun wasn't there on campus. And then you come and you start looking at the homecomings of other HBCUs. They got thousands upon students and alumni just packed in areas across the campus. They're doing the damn thing. And I want to apologize to the students, for the homecoming concert. I guess Drew Hill was meant for us, but hell, we didn't want to see Drew Hill either. But I'm glad it wasn't Cardi B, Sexy Red, or Sukihana. So they could have met in the middle. It sounds like there's a disconnect with the administration there and the students. But yeah, I hope next year, university, y'all do better. Because that didn't make no damn sense. How y'all gonna run the alumni off campus? But then you wanna, from what I understand, at that town hall meeting, the president wanna talk about alumni not giving back. Well, hell, this homecoming didn't help at all, sir. It didn't help one damn bit. This homecoming sucked. I mean, as it relates to activities for alumni. Now, let me talk about for me personally. It was an experience for me, aside from those little tired ass events that the university foundation, when they tried to throw. Yeah, it was some alumni in there, but it wasn't the same. It was just blah. But for me, I think I needed homecoming, and homecoming didn't really need me. I'm gonna say this like this. I don't know. It was just different for me. Because I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen since the 90s. And of course, those I see, at each homecoming. Ash, what's up? And I want to say hello to everybody. Everybody I just said hello to. And I was just overwhelmed with all the kindness and wonderfulness and the pictures. And, I said, damn. And every person I ran into, like, Rico, hey, you're a journalist, right? Well, you're a journalism major? Rico, you still writing? Rico, you just write that newsletter. And at first I was like, no, man. Well, no, sweetheart, I've been a social worker the past 27 years. I'm an alcohol and drug counselor. I'm a mental health counselor. That's what I've been doing. They're like, oh, okay, that's good too. But man, you used to write that stuff, man. Boy, you used to write. I was like, well, damn. I said, I'm telling y'all, 93% of everybody I ran across, they thought I should be working at the Chicago Times or the Washington Post. So no, journalism wasn't my major. My major was social work. My undergrad degree is in psychology, and my other degree is in criminal justice. My master's degree is in social work. That's what I've been working in. But, but I know I wrote my opinions down back in the day, and even on Facebook, I still write. I write my little newsletters. I have a little blog that I write, but I don't put that much energy into it because I believe I am a clinician, damn it. But, after a certain period of time, I guess it kind of dawned on you, man, is this what you're supposed to be doing? Because everybody that came there who remembered me, they just knew I was supposed to be this a journalist. And so I never thought of myself as that. All I remember is whenever I wrote a newsletter, whenever I wrote a newsletter on my own, or when I wrote it at Grambling night, I was sharing things that I thought people needed to hear. Or these are just my thoughts about whatever topic. That's all. Ashton, maybe have a second caller. And Ashton, I think that was my first caller. You know how you do when the law trying to talk to you, ignore him for a while? And so there was a realization that hit me. I said, well, damn. I said, well, damn. Well, I don't know. So I really came back from homecoming, I'm telling y'all, with a whole nother outlook. And I want to thank all of you who said that to me. Those of you who hugged me and embraced me. I love you still. Love you. Because as long as you're a Grambling night, I don't care if we fell out. Still a Grambling night in my heart and my soul. I don't care about that. When I'm at homecoming, I ain't about no beefs. I ain't got no beefs. Hell, it's been 30 years. But and so that hit me, and as I drove back to Dallas, I was like, man, wow, maybe I need to, maybe I need to be doing something else, or doing what I'm probably supposed to be doing. That is, writing, and so I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in the spring, I may think about hitting one of these community colleges up and taking a creative writing class. And of course, people around me are like, no, Rico, you write really well, but I guess I'm my own worst critic. When I started comparing myself to others, I'm human just like everybody else. And believe it or not, what got me pitted to the big dance was my writing style. And I remember I purposefully didn't fashion myself after the so-called, I guess, legitimate writers of articles and newspapers, because in my mind, I said, you know what, they have to write all proper and they have to be politically correct. I don't have to. That's why I started, one of the main reasons I started my own newsletter, so I can write the way I wanted to. I want to express myself the way I wanted to. And I have to get back to that. And so I want to thank y'all, those of you at homecoming who asked me, Rico, you still a writer, right? You're a journalism major. I want to thank you. And I didn't get upset. Every time, every person that said that to me, it just built me up. It fed me. Every time you asked me that, every person that made that assumption, you fed me. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to follow what you said. I'm going to follow. Well, hell, it's funny. Y'all know what I should be doing. And I'm right here. I've been fighting it for 30 years. Let me say 25 years. And so I thank you. I was really fed. I'm telling you, it was like it's like a revitalization or something. Something came over me to this homecoming. Even though I'd share with y'all all the stuff that happened, but I was paying attention to a lot of things. I didn't drink that much. Maybe I was aware of what was going on. And y'all, Grambling is in trouble. I don't care what y'all say. And so, okay, that was Saturday. The game was cool. I've never been about the football game. Molly said I need to come work at Grambling. I don't know. I thought about what would I be able to do, Molly? Well, because I don't want to teach. I don't want to teach, but wait a minute. There's a class that Rick Gallo taught before he got a promotion. And that's a whole nother live. We'll talk about that later. But it's called first year leadership class. I could teach that. I could teach that class or those classes, and in some real freshman orientation, I can really teach those. And I can be a consultant to the social work department. I don't want to teach anything in there, because I'm telling you, I'm over the paperwork, but I love to just have conversations. Something that allow me to have a conversation, allow me to express myself. And I can do that. I can maybe work with the dean or be dean of students, but my master's degree may not be enough credentials to do it. So too much. But I can definitely work in those departments. Molly, yeah, they need my voice, but they don't want my voice. I don't think a lot of people need my voice, but they don't want this work. They don't want this smoke. And so, but I appreciate you, Molly. I'm glad I was able to see you, and happy belated again. And so, you know, I can teach that class, but let me tell y'all something. Let's get into the football game. And it was so great. It was so great to see all the Grambling that filled up our home side. But y'all know when y'all saw the video, I didn't put it on the visitor side. I think it was 30 people on the visitor side. It was terrible. And y'all saw the video I put up where the little rusty ass bathrooms on the visitor side, the same bathrooms from when the stadium was built. When was the stadium built, in 90? 88, 90, 93, something like 90. No, I was there when I got there. So yeah, same bathrooms. So, and I think the students are bored there. And let me tell y'all something else. Why I think they're not very welcoming to alumni. It wasn't very welcoming to alumni. Now, when y'all see this video, y'all can correct me. I don't mind. All I know is, I arrived there on Thursday. I didn't go into Woodson Hall because my department is sociology, psychology. I don't know if they had like balloons and stuff set up. Well, Molly, hold on a second. Molly, you're saying we loved you back when you were in school. You were an advocate for us, especially in the calf situation. Yeah, I shared that story with some young people. Thank you, Molly. I shared that. It was me and Angela Michelle Davis. It was Mike Thurman. It was Raleigh Gray. It was Zach Donald. It was called Nehemiah Smith. It was a lot of us. We were known as the Unity Committee. Some sisters from Jersey. It was a lot of us in that crew. But me, Raleigh, and Nehemiah Smith, we were on it. Our folks and Angela Michelle Davis, yeah. So thank you. It's very nice. And so, so it gave me a chance to really walk all the way around the campus. I got to see the library. I don't know why the library isn't open. According to what the old guy said, there's a leak in the roof. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money to build a building with a leak. But somebody playing games. But anyway, it's an attractive little building compared to what libraries really look like. Maybe it's the new style of libraries. But everyone else library look like that 9 stories and wide and big across the campus. But that, hell, Wheatley Hall was bigger than that library. But anywho, I'm not hating or being messy. I'm just telling y'all what I saw and what y'all know y'all see. But I got to talk to a couple of students. Let me go back. Okay, homecoming, the football game. Oh, it was awesome. Electric. I loved it. Alumni band. Shout out to the old school Orchesis. I saw y'all good. Yeah. And I think her name Rhonda, that tall Orchesis. I took a picture of her. I always loved her. I loved all those Orchesis in the 90s when we had Carbella. Hey, Carbella. Doris Arsenault. Erica Strong. Lisa Newby. Who else? Nikki. Hey, little Nikki. Think her name? I loved all those. And that Ronald, that long, tall, gorgeous one. I got a chance to say hello to her. Grambling cuts corners and steals the money. Oh, whoa. I didn't say that. Look, but as far as stealing money, look, man, I think allegedly, reportedly, a whole building was burned down. Shout out to old Grambling Hall. Joseph Morale, and all those folks, allegedly, reportedly. Now, don't give me the line on folks. This is like 89, 90 when Grambling Hall burned down in 89. Supposedly had some records of wrongdoing in that damn building. But that's how Q Hill was created, because they burnt their building. Allegedly, the building caught fire. And so, hold on a minute. I'm walking around in some mud and shit. And so, y'all, again, I really needed this homecoming. And it gave me a chance to really look around and see what's going on. Molly said, truth be told, the street community be talking. They do. And they be saying a whole lot of stuff, and I have to cover my ears, Molly. Because some things like, look, I can't hear that now. That's a little salacious. But, and so I noticed there's something about the students. Now, I didn't meet every student, I didn't. But at that homecoming, shout out to the students that did attend the game. There's a level And I'm not attacking the students, because the students are only as active or whatever as the leadership there. But, it's... And again, I have to put it in context, because when we were some young little ruffians in the 90s as well, 91, 89, 90, 91, Drew Hall, Pinchback, Holland, these folks are showing out. Jones Hall, man, it was a lot going on, but it was just a different spirit in the 90s. It was, the music was different. The cultures came down, and it's just, this that's going on now, man, is something different. Molly said they're hiring their own people. Ooh. And so, it's like all across Black America, the hood and ratchetness has just really taken over. While those of us who are not hood and ratchet, we kind of just stand by and watch it. And then those who benefit off of Black people being hood and ratchet, they stand by and don't say anything. You can say it's either white supremacists or bourgeois uppity Blacks, because it's somehow they don't mind Black students being hood and ratchet and all that. They don't mind. It's like they don't have a huge problem with that. They don't even try to. It's like a lot of the HBCU administrators don't even try to dissuade them from hood and ratchet the way they did us when we were there. Shout out to Joseph B. Johnson. Joseph B. Johnson, the president of Grambling State University, they had things in place to de-ratchet and de-hood us. Right? They had Lyceum, which introduced us to different speakers and cultures and ways of behavior. They had convocation where we dressed up nice and we got to hear some accomplished alumni from Louisiana and across the country. That helped to build and helped to decrease the ratchet in the hood, because most of us came from the hoods of our cities across America. Molly said they're stealing money and hiring them back after they were fired and sued the university. Whoa. And so I said, it's something about here, because when you talk, if you were the alumni and talk to the average student, you ask them about any kind of quote unquote Black consciousness, that at that campus, I don't think that's a part of the everyday lexicon on that campus. And it showed in how the students look and how they behave. I heard a lot of, quite a few young female students just cussing like they was leaving the cafe. Mary Max, what's up? They were cussing. I mean, yeah, girl, shit, this nigga talking about he want my number. I told that nigga, hell nah, motherfucker. I mean, like that. And these are college students. And I know when I was a student, it was always told that you are the future leaders. Therefore, there's an expectation of behavior. There's a standard that you must reach. And I don't know if they do that. They might do. Look, I'm not a student there. I'm just telling you what I saw. And the young men, of course, it's good in hood. Not all, of course. Not all, but there's a level of ratchet. So at that game, look, let me tell y'all something. Monica Joe, hey, good. Ramon, it's a whole different. Hey, Monica Joe. Ramon Sinclair says it's a whole different mindset with these students. It's a shift in historical pride of HBCUs that the presidents aren't advocating. That's right. Because we had professors, we had administrators that pushed. Calvin Williams was good. The alumni. I think you're still in administration, Calvin, in the Alumni Association. Something needs to be done, man. And so, it's a level of ratchetness that's going on. Hell, I thought I was in Korea with all the weaves going on around there, and blonde wigs and blue hair. And let me tell y'all something. At that game, I saw more booty cheeks and bellies. Hell, all these young ladies. Then I realized, I said, a lot of these young people, they're not emulating the scholars and the accomplished African Americans that we were turned on to in the 90s. They're emulating the rappers and the reality show people. They're not emulating the people that we were steered towards by our administration in the 90s, as well as our professors and faculty. Get it? And so I want to know just how much attention is being paid to the development, the critical and analytical cognitive development of the students. What's going on? Because, and when you talk to a lot of students, it's like, damn, Mary Max said, sound like you were in the trap. Going down, going down. Oh, no. Again, I'm not indicting the whole student body. I'm just telling you, when I saw the interactions of the students, I'm telling you, those young ladies were dressed like, y'all know the rapper Ice Spice? She's a little mulatto, little very pale albino rapper, female out of New York, I guess. And she has red hair. I call her the Hood Annie from the show. The sun will come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar. It's a hard knock life for us. Yeah, she looks like a curvy Hood Annie. Do they still require the license class, Monica Joe? I don't think they've had license for years. I remember years ago here, they cut out, I don't even think they have convocations. I don't know. But I know for the past 7 years, they haven't had it. Y'all keep in mind, 7 years. So it's like, man. And you hear the young men, a lot of young men speak. They speak as if they never had Dr. Ann S. Williams. Oh, wow. Molly said, hood trap hoes. That's why they look like that. Yeah. Because a lot of young ladies look just like the little rap videos. I'm talking about, my goodness. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't just the little ones with the booty cheeks out and the belly. It was the big girls too, booty cheeks. And by the way, Ice Spice wears, if y'all notice, she wears those little skirts that come just above her booty cheeks. And it shows, I think she wears a thong with hers. But a lot of those young ladies, some of them had on thongs, some of them had those small little cheerleader shorts, what cheerleaders wear. And the booty cheeks was coming out of those little shorts. I said, my goodness. Now, okay. Now, one of us old alumni guys said, damn, little mama, what a hit for? What you talking about? We've been called old weirdos and old perverts. But y'all get to walk around here and look like you're selling coochie. But we can't make no offer for none. And so, but again, I understand. No, don't jump on me now. I'm just telling you. There's something not very collegiate that's going on. Molly said they need to bring something different to our dear old Graham. Yeah, they need to bring a whole lot of us from the 90s and bring that different world flavor back to these HBCUs. And it's been infiltrated by the foolishness. And it's all about the leadership. Y'all keep that in mind. It's the leadership. They would rather young people be ratchet, young black people be ratchet and thuggish and homosexual and effeminate and talking about democratic shit and all of them yelling, I hate Trump, than talk about racism, white supremacy in a sense of, in a direction of reparations and not like the way Malcolm talked about racism and not the way that the Black Panthers and Huey P. Newton and Chairman Fred Hampton, they don't want none of those to be created on the black college campus. And they don't want any young Ida B. Wells Barnett created and Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman. They don't want none of those kind of sisters and brothers created on these black colleges, because if they had that black mindset, they would be challenging the university, the administration. And they don't want that. So they don't mind them being ratchet and smoking blunts and all that, even though they'll tell us, well, we need to stop this crime and all this. They don't mind that, because when people are all talking about foolishness all day long and ratchetness, they don't aspire to power. Molly says Grambling is going to be in trouble if they don't get that enrollment up. And I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't look like there are that many students there either, if you ask me. And it's another thing. How you have homecoming and people still go home? That's something else. I never heard of that. Yeah, homecoming and people still go home. Students literally went home for homecoming. That damn campus, man, come on, man. And so I know I'm not the only one who see this. Some of us have seen this decline for years, but still y'all are defending this stuff. And that's not cool. Don't make it seem like I'm being some kind of hater or all that, because I'm telling y'all what I saw. And again, I don't know this for sure. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mary Mack said, definitely the leadership. The only thing you see being celebrated on HBCU are white students. Uh-oh, hold on a minute. I don't want y'all to miss this. Wait a minute, Mary Max, let me do this again. Hold on, y'all. But we can talk all night. I got all night. Hold on. Damn, I can't press to get your comment. It says, Mary Mack said, definitely the leadership. The only thing you see being celebrated on more campuses are white students in the band. That's right. Damn, I can't. And on the football team. That's right. As soon as they get somebody white to kick the football or the blow a horn or they can do the Dougie, that just goes viral. It's the weirdest thing. And Molly said, my daughter hated Grambling at high school day 2 years ago. Mary Mack said there's too many Caucasian professors. We got to look that up again. I noticed that too. If y'all go on Grambling's website and look at the percentage of, I guess, racially breakdown of professors, they got a whole lot of white instructors on Grambling's campus. So you got all these white instructors at this HBCU. How the fuck black culture is going to be pushed? And I think that's what they've been trying to do systematically for years. Yeah, you can have an HBCU and hey, Erica West, what's up? You can have an HBCU, I guess, in color only, but not mentally, because HBCUs have a particular culture. There is a culture at HBCUs, and I didn't feel the HBCU culture when I was at homecoming. I didn't. And matter of fact, I hadn't felt it for years because I was there in the 90s. I know what HBCU culture, a different world of HBCU culture. No, there is a feeling to it. There's a feeling, and Grambling State University has lost its black culture. I've said this on Facebook for years, and it's all about the leadership. If you got leadership who's not into blackness and the black culture, well, that's going to reflect on the students. When we were there, when Joseph B. Johnson was there in 89 and 90, he allowed us to see the reflection of us. Buildings old, nothing is attractive, and bring these students in. Oh, that's Molly. Molly said the building's old, nothing is attractive, to bring those students in. Yeah. I always wonder what's up their recruitment department. But anyway, it didn't help that the football team lost the game either. That didn't help. But I was there. I was just glad to be there, to just be among the fellowship of it all. But I didn't feel, I felt, it is in my opinion, that Grambling State University's homecoming this year was not very welcoming to alumni. It wasn't. Whereas you supposed to be trying to literally kiss our ass. But it's almost like you turned your ass to us and like, y'all do what y'all gonna do. And I know, well, y'all know the shooting is going on. We worry about the safety of the students. Let me tell y'all something. And because y'all remember last year, year before that, when they first talked about the idea of putting a fence around Grambling and all that. Y'all remember that? And I was against that then. So when I got there to see that, I said, it makes the campus look ugly. It makes the campus look like it's a prison. It just makes the black people like they're just animals and can't control themselves. I didn't like it then. And when I saw it in person, I didn't like it. Fence all the way around the damn school, can't walk nowhere. Like they're just caged in. I didn't like that. Can't ride through the campus. I get that it can be congested, but that's part of homecoming. Go look at these videos of Clark Atlanta, Spelman and Morehouse, North Carolina A&T, FAMU. They doing the damn thing, a real homecoming with everybody there. Our homecoming, I'm telling you, it almost looked like we attended a funeral. And so, but let me tell y'all something. I know these people are full of shit. Y'all remember the shooting that took place at Virginia Tech? Okay, y'all remember the shootings that happened at these big white schools like Virginia Tech? Y'all remember those? They have those straight up like shootings. No, they picking students off. Y'all go to those white campuses right now. Let me know if they got a fence around the damn campus. They ain't got no fence around there. They don't. So glad Ricky. Oh, whoa. Okay. Mary Mack says, so glad Ricky Gallo is leaving. Maybe the upcoming president will have an educational background and have a focus on education. Hold on, Mary Mack. To bring students to that great place of higher learning. And you couldn't say nothing about that. And again, I'm gonna hold my comments. I'm gonna do a separate video about that. Is Grambling going to benefit from him becoming the ULF president? I don't know, because we showed him hardly benefit when he was president. God damn it, Rico, you done started some shit. But I've been, saying it all the time. But see, and I want to say to those of you who, I'm always about Grambling and the students. I don't care about personalities. And when I saw at homecoming, it was awful. It was sad. But for me, it was like something was awakened inside of me. I think that probably had died or something, or just lay dormant, or I just kind of put to the side. As it relates to me personally, what I can be doing with my life more because I've been a social work for all these years and all that, and I'm kind of drifting away from it. And probably the last few years I've been drifting away, and in counseling and all of that, and I'm trying to move on into something else. A lot of people have changed careers after. Erica said, "Call me, Erica." I think I still have your number. I will. Matter of fact, when this live is up, you be ready to get a call from me. I think I have your number. If not, send it to me to my Facebook Messenger, and I got you. But it's like it's like the students. I talked to a student there, right? Now I know y'all probably got this little text that came out, this little article that came out from Louisiana, one of the newspapers there that talked about a hypnotist. But before that came out, I talked to a student on that campus the next day when they were doing cleanup. Shout out to Alpha Phi Omega. I'll talk to one of those cats. Nice young man. And he allowed me just to talk. And I said, "Oh, young brother, I don't want to just talk your head." I said, "No, I want to hear this." I was explaining to him how I was in the 90s and black culture. And he didn't even know that the founder of Grambling State University, his house was just walking distance from the Catholics. And he said, "Man, I never knew that." I said, "What are they teaching the students here at this damn school about the culture, about the history of Grambling State University?" You got landmarks walking distance from the campus. You got Charles P. Adams' house, and you got his daughter's homes right across the street. And I don't know why it was on my mind and my soul to make those two videos of his home, and then and to go across the street and to recount the memories of me getting to know the founders' daughters. I don't know what they got going on. But I'm telling y'all, the students don't look happy. They don't seem cheerful. And it seems to be a lot of, it's a lot of, almost like some, again, and I saw, let me tell y'all something how bad it was a lot of times. On homecoming day, that night, wasn't shit being done. Nothing on that campus. Nothing. That even in that Grand Fam area where they would have a concert or speakers or a DJ out there, nothing. The police ran the students off the campus. And when that was going on, and by the way, I passed out a newsletter on the campus too. By the way, so that's how I got to talk to a couple of students. I was passing out my newsletter. It was asking, where's Mr. Grambling, and is there any blackness or black consciousness at HBCUs? And I talked about, I'm asking the question, is there any at Grambling State University? So I don't know if those students read it or not, but I did pass out a newsletter. And as I was passing some newsletters around, what's up, Charles? There were some students literally getting their food and walking back to their rooms. They weren't hanging out. One young lady said when she's with her little frowned up boyfriends, like, "I don't really just hang out like that." They have really cast a dark shadow on their campus. The kids don't even really feel safe there. The young brother I was talking to on Sunday before I finally drove home, I stayed on the campus about 1 o'clock. And I was talking to this young brother, just asking him stuff. And he was asking me questions, sharing some Grambling history with him. He was eating it up. And I had to tell him, I told him, volunteered 3 times to the young brother, I'm going to go. He said, "Okay, then we keep talking." Young people want to hear from us, 90s graduates. They want to hear from us. And I think we need to play a part in rebuilding black culture at our HBCU. Now, Howard University is pretty much done for. They're going to let it be LGBT and Democrats all up in there. Ramon says, you have to care about a thing for that thing to grow and be fruitful. The sowers are few and far between. Amen, brother. The sowers of seeds, right? Yeah, the planters of seeds, the sowers of seeds. Got it. And so, I guess Molly said, hey, that's the voice I can bring to wake them up. And they have a serious bookstore right there in the village called Black to the Basics. I don't know how often they come in there to sit down and have conversations and buy some books. And because, see, that's the part of an HBCU, black consciousness. How you gonna have black students at an HBCU and none of them, and barely any of them even talk about blackness? Now, they know all the rap songs, and the young ladies know how to dress like the little trap rapper females, and the little dudes around there always talking about, they know how to do all of that. But black consciousness, or just blackness and understanding the community, you don't all hear that. And I didn't feel that. I didn't feel black culture at Grambling State University during homecoming. I didn't feel it. It felt like I felt a lot of indifference. And it almost felt like unwanted. Again, I went to that damn breakfast experience. It was like I paid $50 for a repast. That damn alumni party was some trash. But luckily, it's people that I could say hello to. Yeah, I bought a couple of cocktails. They just threw some shit together. They didn't even care. Yeah, I said it. It was terrible. When you have a university with a low ranking as a result of not having anyone promoting student activities, hold on. This Mary Max is talking to y'all, hold on. Mary Max said, when you have a university with a low ranking as a result of not having anyone promoting student activities, historical learning about the campus, and pushing black culture, current day Grambling State University is what you get. I'm telling you, it definitely reared its ugly head during homecoming. And whoever the new administration is, y'all need to give at least if y'all don't talk to us about nothing else, talk to us about how to bring black culture back to the HBCU. Because all this trying to streamline and mainstream HBCUs, just go and shut the motherfuckers down and send everybody to tech. And it seems like that's the direction they're trying to go into. Because for those of you who keep talking this multicultural foolishness, go back in history. And go back to the very reason HBCUs were created in the first damn place. Because they didn't want you there. And the only time your grandmother got a degree at if your grandpa, your great grandma was on the campus of a white school, she was there cooking or cleaning. Molly said they need to hire someone to shake it up. Mary Mack said these things we all have mentioned are fixable. That's right. But if there's a seemingly an agenda in place, well, that's what you have. And guess what? There's some rumbling going on in the psychology department. And there's some, let me tell y'all something. Let me go back. The Grambling night, did y'all know the Grambling night is inoperative? I went in and talked to some folks over there. They said they don't have enough staff. The paper ain't been printed because they stopped using the Rustin printer. I don't know why it never dawned on me they were using a printer out of Rustin, the same printer that prints the Rustin Daily Leader. Well, they kind of doubled up on the charges, so Grambling stopped using them. But Grambling doesn't have any staff. They don't have anyone to staff the Grambling night, and there's other missing staff and other keepers in other key departments. Why doesn't the university have enough staff or faculty to teach these damn students? What's going on? I mean, but, right now it's like a little too little, too late, but and guess what? As I'm talking, there are people who around the administration knew everything ahead of time before I even said it. It's just ridiculous. But, I'm all about, Grambling, preserving, and we need to get together regardless of how politically where you lean. We need to keep the blackness at Grambling State University, nowhere else. The name of the game is to erase blackness from America, erase black culture from HBCUs. What's the purpose of going to the HBCU if you're black, but you don't get that umph? Mary Mack said the gatekeepers don't want you mentioning all of this or posting pictures of the university in disarray. Ramon said, that was us, Rico. We were the true different world culture. That's right. Those days are long gone. The mission has become deliberately forgotten. That's right. Daniel Whitlock, what's up? Welcome. Y'all share this live. Share it. Because I'm going to upload on YouTube. Because it doesn't make any sense. And I'm not talking about because we didn't have any it wasn't any legitimate parties for us on campus. We're talking, and the reason that those two young ladies or more who's connected to Nikki and the rest of those folks, their mission was to keep the money in Grambling. Now, why in the hell would the administration not want to go along with that? Now, y'all, I can be corrected. I don't know what the ins and outs were, why they didn't have the activities on campus. All I know, the activities were not there for the alumni. But then you still want to come in our face and ask us for money. Nothing. And remove all those goddamn fences. Get them off the campus. It's stupid. It's ugly. It's an eyesore. It's mentally and physically constraining. And who in the hell want to walk a campus? You got fences every fucking where. Daniel Willock said, sound like Grambling has lost his way. No, the way was taken away from Grambling. They put people in place to do that. Yeah, it's offensive. You know, because we talked about it, but to see it in person is something different. See, it's my first time seeing it. I've talked about it beforehand because I'm not slow. And Erica West said with sandbags. You're right. Hell. Now it would be so great if alumni came down there and started kicking them motherfucking fences down, pull these fences down and bring the media. Daniel said, Rico, you and Erica Badu were on campus during the same time. Yeah, we were. Yeah. And so it needs to come down, because I think when they take the fence down, it'll do something psychologically. And whoever came up with that, they weren't even trying. See, you know, for safety on the campus, it is a mindset, because it's a mindset. It's the students. Just like I said in videos I did on my live, I said the safety on campus is not just the Grambling police, but it is the students. The students have to give a damn about their own safety. And guess what? While I was there, because I'm telling you, I walked around the university and I had conversations with people. I stopped and chatted it up. That's what I do. It's so much great opportunity to just maintain green space. There's Erica West. I stood at one of the gates one of those nights. I stood at one of the gates, and they were checking IDs. Hey, Vicky Latique, what's up? Mary Mack said it couldn't have been an educator, someone who understands what being in a cage does to the psyche. No, it's probably like a politician or an attorney who's clueless about the psychology in an academic environment. No, but who knows, huh? So shout out to Mary Mack. But I was saying I had a conversation with some of the folks. Again, I walked around, I chatted it up with people. I want to know what's going on. And so it's probably good thing I wasn't like just drinking a lot. I didn't. I just had a cocktail at the meetup on Thursday. And then at the repast, at the breakfast, we call it the breakfast experience or the repast, I had a shot of Crown, and at the alumni party in that damn intramural center, Lord Jesus, I had a cocktail. But see, I didn't get that festive. This shit was crazy. But anyway, and so I stood there as they were checking IDs. And guess what? There was a couple of students who were being dropped off behind the cage, the fence, by people who were not students. And so that's the problem. These little students so hood, they so clinging to ratchet and to the streets or whatever shit's going on that they don't even respect their own sense of safety. All they want to do is what they want. And they made the dude turn around. He said, "No, I ain't a student here, but I'm dropping somebody off." No, man, you ain't supposed to be on the campus. You can't, and it's the students. You got some ratchet students there who don't mind a little crime. It's like these hoods in America. They love it. It's like they can't live. If it ain't no drama, no ratchet, They can't hardly, it's like they don't function well. So that's a mental defect when you have to live around gutter and ratchet and crime and foolishness. And then we got quite a few students on that campus, and it's based on the music they listen to. Now, they'll probably get in my face, no, that ain't that at all. You judging us. Hey, I stand to be corrected if that is the case. But I know what I saw, and I have common sense. And so then I walked past quite a few students, and I was passing out the newsletter. I said, hey, are you a student here? No. But they was walking with people who were students. And just to know, a few dudes walking through there, yeah, they ain't walked past the damn Grambling police. Mary Mack said this would fit his MO because fences, cages, bats are tools of his trade. Oh, wow. So, y'all, anyway, I ran across some students who are not, some young people there who were not students, walking through there, and then, of course, they look ratchet and hood. You know, it's just a mess. And so I want the alumni stuff to be brought back on campus. I want the university to think more about the alumni. Let's try to keep as much money as we can in Grambling, and stop forcing us to go out to Ruston and even Arcadia. But I think until I hear otherwise, they even had activities in Arcadia, anywhere other than on campus. If we're coming back on Thursday night, hey Kenyatta. Oh yeah, y'all know when I was telling y'all earlier about professors I'd seen. Shout out to Dr. Grace Tatum, by the way. I saw her too. And Kenyatta, you know, girl, it was so good to see you. I didn't know you were such a towering figure. Maybe head on heels, or I'm just a little short ass 5'5" dude, and with such a voice that's present. So shout out to Kenyatta Collins. Got to see her. You know, because sometimes people that you talk to on Facebook all the time. Oh, before I continue, Molly says, I love Grambling State University, and that shit gotta go. But I want to say this to the people who I met, who I usually converse with on Facebook mainly. Shout out to Kenyatta Collins. Got to see her, and it was a very pleasant surprise to meet you, Kenyatta. As well as B. McDuffie. B. McDuffie is he's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. He came up and said, hey, what's up, Rico? I'm like, whoa. And also Jonathan Mitch Sneed. What's up, brother? I don't know if you're on here tonight, but it was very good to meet you. I just happened to see that guy. See that brother. He's a tall brother. I had to stay at the Super 8. And I went in on that Saturday morning to try to extend, hold on y'all, to extend my stay. It was like 8 o'clock that morning, Saturday morning before the parade. And they said, hey, while you wait, you can go in and have some continental breakfast. And I heard this heavy voice and they're talking to a lady. And I walked in and they said, hey, Rico? I'm like, oh yeah. He said, I'm Jonathan, man. I said, oh, snap, what's up? So we chatted up, took a picture. So shout out. And also Red, what's up? Got to see Red. You know, these are people who are always like in my lives, but I never met them in person. And so I got to see them. It was very good to see them in real life and say hello, hug, and take a picture. You know, so what's up, bro? I see you on here. You know, let me stand in one spot, y'all, because I got a lot of light up here and the weather is awesome. It was kind of hot early. I had to come out and take a nap. But the weather's nice and brisk. Well, you say, Molly, she said the alumni needs to take a stand. You're correct. But I guess you got to get together and say stand against what? Everything I just said. Maybe if they watch this video, I don't want it to be too long because sometimes people will go through a few minutes and then they're like, I don't listen to all this shit. And that's fine. But it's here if they need to know, if they want to fast forward through stuff and all that through the video, that's cool too. But it was really good to see a lot of people, and I really needed their homecoming weekend just for that refresher. It was it did a lot of good for me. And again, I appreciated the fellowship that when I got to see. I always appreciate that. And Mary Max said, "Yeah, man, let that light beam off that melanin." Yeah. And so, thank you, Mary Max. And so, so what do we do now? And again, I'll make another video about, y'all heard about the president being promoted to president over all the 9 schools in the University of Louisiana system, and the old president becoming the president of Louisiana Tech. So who's going to be the new president of Grambling? Man. Now, if it's more likely, y'all know how this thing works. It's going to be somebody handpicked, and it'll be probably some more of the foolishness. Of the alumni, we might have to come together and get somebody, that we trust to go. Shout out to Shannon Reeves, by the way. Somebody that we know who has a PhD, who's been in the university system, either as a vice president for student affairs, academic affairs, or a longtime professor, someone who understands black college. Got to stop getting these folks that come from these other places and, who don't really have a feel for this. Mr. Ash Glasgow, Ashley, Ash says, I wonder who the successor will be. Mary Max said, I feel like we should do something to help educate the students. Well, hit the campus more and pass our newsletters. Mary Max said, I'd love to see Shannon Reeves as the president of our beloved GSU. And Albania Ken Abraham, what's up? Gwaylen Gilbert, what's good? Welcome to the conversation. If anybody like to share their thoughts on what they saw for homecoming, I'll take it. If y'all hit that red or that green button, we can talk. Cause I know I've been talking forever. I knew it's been close to an hour. I just had to get all that off my chest. Again, homecoming wasn't a total bust, but it could have been a hell of a lot better. Take those damn fences down and start having some real black cultural conversations instead of, conversation about, they trying to come at us. It's people outside the university don't know what's going on. Stop having those old Jim Jones-ass conversations with the students. They're out there trying to take us down, family. We all have to stand together and fight against the enemy, family. Stop all them damn Jim Jones conversations. You know who you are in the leadership there. But if anybody would like to talk to me, I'm open. You can ask me anything you want to ask or share your experience from homecoming. Hit that green on that. I think there's a green button there. Click and I'll let you on. We can chop it up. So this is the time where I'd like to hear from you. Or any thoughts that you may have about what I said. I don't mind. I'll wait a minute. If anybody would like to hit that green button. We're talking about my homecoming experience and probably what appears to be the current state of Grambling State University. There's been a change looks like there's a change in leadership in the whole system. And y'all know when I was a student at Grambling in the 90s, I always fought or always mentioned in my newsletter, say, hey, we need to separate from that damn board and file a lawsuit against the state of Louisiana for the $2.5 billion they owe us. Shout out to Tennessee State University. And they're going to get their little cash too, because one thing about Eddie George, he's bringing a particular attention there that's very deserving of my home state's HBCU, Tennessee State. Shout out to Tennessee State. Proud of that school. They won a Grammy for their band. They're doing a damn thing. Grambling. Come on, man. We got the juice. We have the stuff. But we have people who don't know what to do with it. Let me tell y'all something. Again, I didn't hear when I was talking about how, on a campus that's supposed to be homecoming. Homecoming is supposed to welcome the alumni. And all the various departments are supposed to have food and balloons and a little music going, say, hey, welcome back, alumni. I didn't see any of that shit. Except for the Grambling night, that sister, I forget her name, attractive sister. She's a Grambling alum. She tried to put together something for the Grambling night. I'm not part of the Grambling night, but I wrote in the Grambling night. And for some reason, people thought I was a member of the staff. I wasn't. I was just asked not to write any more newsletters any more articles for the Grambling night by then Reggie Owens. Yeah, I think he defected over to Tech years after that. But I guess, needless to say, I left an imprint there at the Grambling night, even though I wasn't a journalism major nor actual staff of the Grambling night. But I went to that because I wanted to see Miss Lee, the photographer, Miss Lee. And I wanted to see Miss Joyce Dunn. Miss Joyce Dunn showed up. I miss Mrs. Lee. But Miss Joyce Dunn showed up, and she was the backbone and the voice of the Grambling Night, because she allowed students to express themselves. And I met some former Grambling Night staff there with us, some young guys. They were really cool. Nice to meet those brothers and the sisters there. Even the current members of the Grambling Night staff that's really kind of defunct. The Grambling State University TV is defunct from all accounts. KGRM is not really popping. You know, what's going on? Come on, man. You know, that school with all this technology that's going on. I just want to say this to the students in the psychology department. Y'all have to raise your voices. If something's going on there, y'all need to raise y'all voices. Y'all got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Facebook. Y'all need to raise your voices. And also, you have the written word. Some that brought me to the dance. It's called your own newsletter. Get the word out. If something's going on in your department at that university, tell it. Because I sure had a couple of retirees that wanted to talk to me when I was there. Rico, I got something to tell you. This shit ain't, what they got going on here. You know, I hear you. Let me, okay. And they slipped me the number, and I'll probably call them later, but I was there like almost on a trek just to reconnect. And it was, and I did that. That's the reason why I left a little late on that Sunday. They even had a brunch going on that Sunday in Arcadia, alumni brunch, but I think they wanted, too much money for it. Ash Glasgow, he asked the question, do you think the effects from the COVID outbreak is still lingering in reference to students being involved during homecoming? No, I don't think it's the COVID thing. It is the fence. It's the gate around the school. The low morale that's brought on by, there was the shooting going on. And and like I said, Ash, and I'll talk to that student. This is during homecoming weekend. That Sunday before I left. He said there was a damn dude around there hypnotizing students. I said, there's a hypnotist on the loose? He said, yeah, man. And he said it was a shooting like a few days before. I think homecoming happened or something like that. So it ain't really stopping it. It's the students. You have to impress upon the students. This is your university. You are the boss. But see, I'm talking to I'm talking to y'all, but I wish I can tell the students this. They need to hear this so they can participate in bringing the culture back. Not the hood nigger culture that they like to push on BET and on Stars and all these little regular ass shows that they watching. The real culture. There's so many things to be done to that student union. All the student union seem to be used for is to have that bookstore in it. And upstairs, they put on events. That whole student union, I meant to ask, where the hell is the bowling alley? Where's the bowling alley? Because that little snack bar, that damn thing stay empty. Now, I don't know what it's like during the regular semester, but one of these days, I'm going to show up on there and I'm going to walk in that snack bar, that so-called that big old thing that they built. Hardly have nobody in there. They can have events up in there. It's too much space to be empty. All those spaces be damn near empty. They playing games, y'all. Why they got, and I think only restaurant they got in there, I think it's Chick-fil-A and maybe a pizza place. And they got a little store in there. It's trash. And by the way, to the bookstore, the goddamn merchandise in there is too high. It's too expensive. Y'all drop those damn prices and let those students get that stuff out of there. It's because I think it's because they got a branding deal with Adidas, or I'm sorry, Barnes and Nobles or something, and it's jacked the prices up. That's why you can't hardly sell that shit in there. That's why we head to the village to get our stuff. Shout out to Realities. Oh, we order our stuff online. You can't hardly buy none out of their bookstore. No student should be paying more than 50% of anything in that damn bookstore. If y'all want to see the merchandise worn by the students, you need to see them wearing Grambling pullovers, Grambling tees, and Grambling jackets. They need to be wearing that stuff across the campus, so you know when they come on the campus, they've entered Tigerland. Yeah. Make it more of a homecoming. And make it more enjoyable for the students. And get some notable black professors there. Hell, you can't push black culture and Got no white folks everywhere. California is now giving out grants to its resident students who want to attend HBCUs. That's a good potential. Okay. For recruitment, where in the hell are the judicial recruiters, or why aren't they working to recruit from the best of the best? Eric, you say the students make their own merchandise? Godly. Whew, my Lord. But anyway, y'all, I think I've covered everything. Let me close by saying this, y'all. But everybody I ran across, it was so great to see everybody. Erica, you should have stopped me, good. Talking about looking like an attorney, walking across that walk, heading up to the thing. You should have stopped me to say hello. But everybody who I did see, and it was a lot of people. I mean, it was really wonderful in that regard. And I come to homecoming for that fellowship and to gather with the fellow alumni. You say I was looking serious. They ain't never stopped nobody. Cause I was looking serious because I was running late. But I would have stopped for you because it wasn't that heavy. I got up in there. Shit. I would have stopped, gave you 3 to 5 minutes to say, hey, good, what's going on? But and took a picture real quick. And so look, that's what keeps me going, that keeps me with a positive outlook on homecoming 2023. I try not to focus on all the BS that was going on, but I focus on all the wonderful alumni who I see all the time, as well as the new ones I saw. Thank y'all so much for just making it, the fellowship part of it, just great. There was a lot of people who hadn't been to homecoming. I got to see them, and that's the part I enjoy, seeing y'all. But as far as the system of the university and the current state of the student body and all that, I didn't like that. And I'm saying it right now, it was a bunch of bullshit. The breakfast was bullshit. The alumni party on campus was bullshit. Thursday night on campus was bullshit. Thank you to whoever that brother was who knows the folks, the good folks at the Courtyard Marriott allowed us the fellowship over there. Thank you. And hopefully next year we get the fellowship in the black and gold room. Again, let me go down what we were doing before this homecoming. We'd come on campus, and Thursday night they must have had some popping going on. I think the camper was out there. The Q's campers probably came on Thursday night. I don't know, but Thursday night, according to reports, was popping for the alumni, and I think students were out there because they saw us out there having fun, or saw the alumni rather. And so Friday night we had the party in the black and gold room that went all the way into the breakfast that started at 12 or 1 o'clock and went to 3 or 4. And then the next day was the parade. Then that night we had the alumni party at the Hobby Center in that lobby. And that's where it should be. And they can add some more stuff. And most importantly, I want all the departments. There should be a budget. All the departments. Psychology, criminal justice, nursing, mass comm, everybody better have some decorations, goddammit. Some food and some balloons and music going. So when we come in there, got y'all welcoming us back. It better not be this dead ass, shut down ass shit that was going on. That's crazy. It was insane. How the hell has a quiet homecoming? And we look all over social media. All these other HBCUs were doing the damn thing. Electric. Grambling State University looked like we was burying some goddamn body. Yeah, I said it. But anyway, Eric, I'm finna call you. Mary Max, I'm gonna call you after I talk. No, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Like, share, and subscribe. This is gonna be on my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Erica, did you send me that number in my messenger? I'm finna check. I'll talk to y'all later. Shout out Grand Fam. I love you. For real, I do. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your weekend. Peace.